Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a honeybee tent. I love it. I love my tent boxes. First time I designed to do this because I was kind of using up scraps of paper and cardstock, and I wanted to be able to get multiples with little. And so you don't need very much cardstock and you don't need very much paper. But what you do have is a super snug fitting, as you could just tell, lovely tent shape box. And yeah, I'm trying to think when the first time I made one of these. It was with some paper called Into the Woods, and I'd received it on my very first incentive trip. And yeah, I love a tent bag, so I've made them so many times over, and loads of you have made versions of them as well, and I love that. So this one is using the golden honey paper. Now, I'm filming this ahead of time. I'm hoping we still have it. It's using the golden honey paper. I'm using a slightly different one, so you know, any kind of black and gold paper will do. I've got a glittery foil bee on this one, a glittered glimmer paper one, and then just a little bit of detailing here. So I'm making a very slight variation. Okay, so you need a piece of cardstock that's 4 by 11 inches, so you can get 2 from a sheet of paper. And you need some DSP that's 4 by about 8 inches, so you're going to get at least 4 from a sheet of DSP. Okay, so with your designer series paper, on the long side, score it at 1 1/4, 5 1/4, 6 1/2, and 10 1/2 inches, which in metric is 3, 13, 16 and 26, and turn it round and score it on the short side at 1 1/4 and 3. So, and I've managed to forget to write this down, so you need to mark it at 5/8 of an inch, which is also, and 5 7/8 of an inch. I'm going to have to write this down quickly now, so when I write up my notes, 5/8, oh, what did I say? 5 7/8, 5 7/8, which is going to be 1.5 centimetres and 14.5 centimetres. There we go. So we're going to mark that. Mark it there, because we're going to create these scored lines. And this is an essential part. That's not just a, you know, let's just chuck this in for good measure. We need this. So where I've made that mark down to the corner here, score it. And this is kind of the essence of the tent shape, really. Okay, and so that's the shape you're left with. And so that was kind of an essential stage. I've got to write it down. Okay, so burnish these. You note that I'm not actually scoring my designer series paper. And that's because I don't want it too snug. She says, having just slid the tent off the previous box, and it was very tightly fitting. You don't want it too tight. Okay, so mitre that top there, and then this little rectangle, take that away. So that's the tab I'm going to put some glue on. Cut straight up the rectangle, wedge into the square. This is just going to give it a really nice crisp close. Even though it's going to get hidden, it's good to do this. Right. Oh, tear and tape stuck to everything. Oh, I've got a blister on my finger. I've been working too hard. That's weird. I've been filming all morning. I haven't worked that hard. Where does that come from? Okay, so I've closed that up, fold in those 2 sides and the back, and run some more tear and tape along there. Oh, I know where that's come from. I was putting together desk furniture, as in desktop furniture that required patience, a screwdriver, and the ability to read Chinese that I couldn't. So I bought this desk stuff from Amazon, And it came next day delivery, Amazon Prime, but with only Chinese instructions. The visuals were very, very good. I guess it's from there. How weird. Right, so my piece of designer series paper, exactly the same width as the width of the box. So start by lining it up on the bottom, and it's just a rough line at this stage, and I'm gently creasing with my fingers, okay? And then that's going to give you the key and the base to work with. So if you've got this in place, everything else will follow. So I'm going to hold it in place on my desktop. It's not moving. You're probably seeing it as well as actually anybody else could. I'm going to close up my box, hold the paper and gently fold it over the top. And again, just a gentle crease there. And then bring this round. Now, I did say 4 by 8-ish. Oh, did I say the metric? 10 by 20 centimetres-ish. And that's because you might have decided to put your paper right up close to the edge and it would roll over. But, you know, so long as it's not less than 8 inches, you'd be good to go. So what I'm going to do now... Oh, dodgy end there. I'm going to put... And you need this to slide off. So I'm putting this the wrong side or the right side of the paper. Depends on your perspective. That's at the bottom. Remember, wrap it round and fold it over. That's going to slide on and off easily, and I can just come in with my scissors, cut off the excess, and I will be able to open and close my temp box with no problem whatsoever. She says as she gets all tangled. There we go. See? Lovely. And I rather like it with this honeycomb. Okay, let's do some stamping and die cutting. So the paper is free, I hope, still during celebration with a £45, €60 order. If you bought this bundle, the honeybee and the detail bee dies, you get them as a bundle, 10% off, and the Daffodil Delight crinkled ribbon, ruched ribbon, that's enough to get you the paper for free. Or you could swap that out and you could bring in some Memento ink, or you could, whatever it is you fancy, or the foil, which is, I'm going to use foil this time round, but I love it. And actually that is way too much for me to go through my machine. So I want this, and I want this lovely, very detailed bee. Clue is in the name, that very detailed bee. Excuse me. And then I'm going to stamp Thinking of You, Sweet Friend. That's the one I'm going to take. And a block. And I'm going to line it up. And let me find a scrap of Whisper White. Do I have any scraps on my desk? I have a bit of a scrap. That one's fine. That one will do. And I'm going to line this up close to the bottom. And I'm going to get my little mini trimmer. So you could add this lot to your starter kit. You wouldn't get the paper, but you could join and you get this free. I don't know which I'd prefer. I don't know. I don't have that. Don't have to make that choice. I am a demonstrator. Best thing I ever did. It's my anniversary at the end of this month. The 7th of the month. No. My 7th anniversary on the 29th of March. And yeah, best thing I ever did. Right. Oh, I forgot to die cut that. Oh, I'm getting so excited about stamping. Right, where's my stuff? So, okay. Oh, there's my spare Whisper White. So, a magnetic platform, clear plate. I'm going to do this upside down. So I'm putting my die face up. There's my gold foil. And then, have I got it? Have I got any handy? Yes, I have. I want some cardstock to act as a shim, only so I don't have to go backwards and forwards 15 times to get it to die cut. Roll on, Stampin' Up, bringing out their own die machine. I cannot wait. So there we go, that's cut through. Okay, and I'm going to get my takey pick to get all the little bits out. Look at that, quick as a flash. And I'm going to pop this on. So what I'm going to do is use mini glue dots. I've shown you this technique. I don't know if I've shown it to you recently. So let's get super close. And I've got a mini glue dot there, and you kind of roll it up into a little bit of a ball like that. And then that's what you hide behind the bigger parts in the die cut shape, while throwing it at yourself, obviously. Do you know what? I spend half my life laughing at myself in my office. I love what I do, and I love that I laugh all the time. I'm kind of a giggly person anyway. Okay, so, oh, I love that in the gold. I loved it in the glitter, but I love it in the gold. Oh, that's gorgeous. Everybody can get gold foil now, quick. It's lush. Look at it, it's so shiny. So shiny. Can you tell I'm looking for my dimensionals and I can't see them? Oh, they're under the packet of dies. Oh, right, I'm going to need an edge, I think. I'll take an edge, that'll be easier. So I'm going to pop that on there. And then the yellow ribbon, I'm going to tie a bow. I can tie a bow if it's not attached to anything. It's when it's attached to something I have issue. I'm also probably going to have issue now because I've just said I can tie a bow. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, look, there we go. Yeah, it's if it's attached round something. Game over. Right, and then a mini glue dot again. Seriously, these things are so strong. Love them. Up there. How lovely is that? Aren't they so different? It's rather a sexy black. Very nice. And a glittery bee. Love those. Love a temp box. I've made loads. Go and have a Google or have a look on my channel, on my blog. Temp boxes, you'll see loads of them. Love them. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.